This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah!
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel!
And David Double D Dykstra.
Hey, we're back.
New year!
Yes, new year.
Same guys!
Exactly right. Bad Karma Wrestling is back in your living room, on your phone, on your television screen, wherever you might be. We're streaming here live at Illinois Media School, ready to rock and roll. We got WWE on the docket. We got to talk about Netflix. And that we got to talk about,
What went on Netflix?
And if you can still hear, somewhere in the yonder, Hulk Hogan's still getting booed.
Oh,
yeah, you can
so
definitely hear
good.
that. Exactly right.
So good.
We got that to get to. We got a little bit of AEW news. By God, Kenny Omega is back. And then, like I said, we'll enter into Scotty's World like we usually do towards the tail end.
It's been a while since we've entered Scotty's World.
Exactly right.
I'm happy.
My name's Nicholas Johnson. No gimmicks, Nick Johnson here. We got
David Double D Dykstra.
Yes, we're ready to roll. Like we said, Bad Karma Wrestling, we're back. Scotty on the ones and twos. We got Frankie. We got Antonio here. We're ready to roll, boys. So if you're ready to roll, I'm ready to roll. Let's talk a little Raw on Netflix, shall we?
Let's do it.
From top to bottom. 4 matches, 3 hours, and 1 Fortnite Battle Pass later, we got ourselves our first Raw on Netflix of the new year. Thoughts on we got to touch upon everything. Obviously, the opening promo video, the curtain revealing Triple H. He had a whole spiel. We got to get into that. We have the Netflix era is upon us. Overall presentation, everything, all 4 matches. We got Rock, we got Cena, we got Taker, we got Hogan, Penta getting pushed. We'll talk, and then Travis Scott.
So good. It was so good. To me, let's start there.
So I'm mixed, obviously, but yes, go ahead.
Let's start there. Are you pissed if you're Jey Uso? Are you pissed? Because you're walking right through the smoke, man.
I did. What Triple H said at the end was pretty funny. He goes, I'm just glad he said no. Just say no. So that was absolutely insane. I didn't know that you could even do that. I know it's LA.
You can't.
There's no rules.
You can't do
that.
That is an arena. It is smoke free. You cannot do that. And the balls that Travis Scott had to do it is hilarious.
Kind of funny. Yeah, Travis Scott World, I guess, paid for that fine, I'm sure.
Fine. I'm sure the cops were like, what the fudge?
Yeah, exactly right. But that was good. That led into, what was probably one of the more surprising match endings of the night between the 4, I guess.
Where he gets over?
Yeah, I thought Drew was going to...
Did you not think that Drew... I think everybody thought Drew was getting that.
Yeah, exactly right. Drew's quest to defeat everybody in the bloodline, I guess, halted right there.
Builds a story, though. It does build a story.
I suppose so. It creates a side quest for sure.
You think about it this way, though. No offense to Sammy. No offense to Jimmy. They're guys that make other guys look really good.
Yeah. And I think Jimmy's at a point where he can still do, walk-ins and do a super kick, but he can't go full match just yet. That tail's probably bugging him.
So, Jay's that next step up.
Yeah.
And, if Jay takes care of the Drew McIntyre situation, there's multiple branches that this could go.
Oh, sure.
Does this become a 3-match feud now because Jay won the first one, Drew comes out? Absolutely. I see it going a lot of the similar ways of the Punk thing going. Jay got the first one, and now, Drew comes back and takes out Jay, and this isn't over kind of thing. I will destroy you if there's anything that I can do. I'm going to do it.
Oh yeah. Overall, it was kind of a weird match. Drew was kind of carrying it. Overall, didn't like the roll up for a pin right there. That was a little stale. Yeah, it's kind of like you said. If it leads to more,
I'll be honest with you.
Okay with it.
That to me was the biggest disappointment for me, at least on Raw.
Sure.
Only having 4 matches, and those 4 matches not really lighting anything on fire.
No.
To me, you could have made them 15, 20-minute matches, had matches in between instead of showing, I don't know, every legend that is still got a heartbeat.
Yeah, that was tough.
Or NXT.
Yeah. For what it's worth, Meltzer listed 4.25 stars for Punk and Rollins for the main event.
I will give Punk and Rollins. Here's my only problem with Punk Rollins. Are we just going to use the AEW playbook?
Yeah, exactly right. Ends the same exact way All Out 2022 ended. I mean, I went down the line. I gave the same my same responses or what other people say about AEW. It's just they weren't really selling for each other, going through finishers left and right. You're like, okay, sure enough, that should be enough. Nah, kicks out at 2. Okay, that's fine. I guess we won't have to complain about that. It has the same exact ending. Punk was basically, I felt like he was kind of blown up in the middle.
Punk
of it.
was blown up. I don't know. Well, first off, I don't know if he like.
And then you
tweaked
can't
his
really
knee
tell.
at
Yeah, you
some
can't tell if
point.
he's hurt or not ever because you always feel like he's hurt.
I will give him credit though. The first thing he did after the match was go to the ref and say check on Seth because he knew he caught Seth with the knee on the cheek.
Yeah.
Just
I
to
think
make sure Seth was okay.
He was bleeding a little bit, so yeah, that was a good move.
Listen. I'm gonna give kudos to Seth.
Carried it.
I know for a fact that they do not like each other, but to be willing to job to a dude to get a story going.
That's professional.
Well, and like he just did an interview with somebody where he was talking about like, I haven't gotten here's the title kind of pushes that Cody's gotten, that Roman's gotten, that Punk might get. He has to work for every title that he's gotten.
Yeah.
So once again, kudos to Seth. I personally think this might be the end of the Joker Seth, and this might move him into a new character, which I love.
Yeah.
Seth is one of those guys that I'm going to compare him to maybe Chris Jericho. Early Chris Jericho, mind you. He's got years to go yet. But Seth has now reinvented himself, 3 times?
Yeah. It's like a chameleon. Like
it's hit every single time.
Yeah.
So I would love to see a character switch up for him and see where that takes him.
Yeah, exactly right. More serious route. That'd be the right feel for him for sure. Working backwards, start at the end. We'll kind of go back to the beginning now. Opening promo video. You see the curtain going on. Well done. Couple of key vocab words that were used in there. Like heel, face, shoot. All that was kind of thrown in there, and it kind of some mixed emotions. And I'm kind of on the negative side of it. Like you don't sit there and like basically tell me that it's all a show. Like when I'm trying to go in there, and I understand that it is. But kayfabe. It's coming from the guy that's completely eliminated kayfabe, so to him it means nothing at all. But it's a little bit insulting. It's a little bit insulting.
I think he doesn't want to insult the intelligence of the viewers anymore.
I think it's the complete opposite. I think he is with that.
I don't.
Okay.
I personally don't. I think he's leaning into the intelligence of the viewers now, knowing that this is entertainment on WWE's side of things. Now, we can go to the other company, but I think it's the whole, we're here to entertain you, and this is the product that we're bringing to you. And I think, yes, you're still going to get reactions from people doing outrageous things like Dominic Mysterio or The New Day. You're still going to get those viral moments. It's just they now know. And I think it gives the ability for your wrestlers to not have to be, they can choose. And I think that's where it's coming from. They can choose to kayfabe outside of WWE, or they can be themselves outside of WWE now. I know Dominic has said that he loves the kayfabe.
Dominic seems to love it. Grayson Waller seems to be in it. Yeah, but on the flip side, you see Cody kind of doing the same exact thing. He was just on Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura and Burt Kreischer, and he's sitting there telling them. They had asked him, he goes, "Hey, when did you find out that wrestling isn't real?" And he goes, "Yeah, it goes on. I have a nice little story when Dusty told him, like, hey, when we're in the locker room, things are a little different back here," type deal. So it's a pretty good episode. I would probably take a listen to it.
So to me, that's just him. Like you said, believe what you want to believe.
Sure.
this is the product that we're giving you.
Okay.
Is how I took it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair to take it in that way. But yeah, obviously after that, the curtain drops, unveils Triple H sitting in there. The Netflix era is upon us, but does that mean we're getting advertisement upon advertisement upon advertisement? Because it was trickled in throughout the night. All of it was blatantly on the mat. The Fortnite logo, the different alcohol, I don't even know what else was there. And then it even trickled in within everyone's little...
Can I ask you something
Sure.
real quick? Just, and I know it's not on our rundown. What do you think of the new mats?
The
Black for Raw and blue for SmackDown.
that's cool and all, but all
Do
those
you like? I actually think it
but
brings.
it's littered with advertisements.
What are you gonna do? Like,
I don't like it. It's not the UFC.
the whole point. Who owns WWE?
TKO now, yeah.
Yeah,
They are
I mean-
lifeless, blood-sucking monsters.
At
when it
what
comes to just money,
point do
money.
you just realize that things are changing? It's not taking away from the product.
It looks visually I don't like it.
Is it busy? Maybe that's something that, I could sit here and say, yeah, it's busy. But at least it isn't a Prime bottle. Mm.
I guess so. You can't put those on. There's 4 posts. You can't put those there. There's 4 little.
I mean, Fortnite probably paid a handsome price to have
Oh,
it
I'm
in the
sure.
middle of the ring.
In the middle of the ring on Netflix, yeah. I mean, it makes a ton of sense. But yeah, I just didn't like the.
I can go with you with the whole it was too busy.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then throughout everyone's promo, you either hear them talking up their own business with, Great American Beer or whatever that Hogan's got on.
All American beer, you all American douche.
Yeah. Netflix ads within the Netflix promos from John Cena, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And then Undertaker just did that. That's all he did.
That was the coolest one of the night.
That was pretty cool, but when you also hear that it may have pushed Becky Lynch's return out of the way, then...
I'm okay with it.
Really?
Listen, dude, to see Rhea Ripley's... She had no idea.
Okay.
To see Rhea Ripley's reaction...
But it didn't add to anything.
Doesn't need to. It was the Taker. Taker can do whatever the hell he wants.
Oh, my
He
God.
has earned that right.
I guess so, but
And to give your seal... For Taker to give his seal of approval to a female wrestler, which he has never done, I didn't think Rhea could be over anymore. I'm sorry, it did. Yeah, at this point, we've talked about this. Rhea's the only female star that gets the pop that she gets.
yeah.
The only. She is here. I cut myself off. She is here, and everybody else is down here fighting for it.
Yeah.
And the only other female wrestler that could potentially have that kind of is Becky.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do Becky, do it on a grander stage. Having Rhea there with Taker was really cool. Seeing her reaction, she had no idea it was coming. Like, she even said, this is like top 5 things that has happened to me in the WWE. So, I mean, really cool. Alma Cheese. Listen, he can't wrestle anymore. So Taker can try and put over whoever he wants, and I'm cool with it. The people that he thinks deserve to get put over, I'm cool.
You're saying put her over, but all he did was come out on his bike, take a lap around, and do that. That's all he did. Didn't do anything.
All he did
He didn't do anything.
All he did for John Cena the first time John Cena was on a wrestling program was shake John Cena's hand, and everybody knew John Cena was the next dude.
That was okay.
I'm just saying.
Kenny Omega did it to Will Ospreay. You'd be beating over it.
No, that wouldn't have happened to begin with. Why would they even do that? That wouldn't make any sense.
I'm just saying.
No.
I appreciate it.
I felt like it didn't. Again, it's just
We brought up pops. Can I bring up a pop that I've found?
Macaulay Culkin.
Oh my God, yes.
I mean, coming off of the Golden Globes, I thought that was really cool.
That's his brother.
Well, I know both of them. Yeah, I mean, I thought I just overall in the night, they're coming off the Golden Globes. They're in L.A., so yeah, all the stars were going to be there. Yes, his brother was there as well.
Macaulay getting the pop that he did.
Sit next to Seth Green. That had to be pretty cool.
If I'm WWE, I'm now going to Macaulay and going, what do you want to do for WrestleMania?
Yeah,
I'm being honest.
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you want to be a manager for
and
somebody?
all of this felt like almost like a test because the Netflix execs were in the building, so they heard the boo for Hulk Hogan.
Well,
so they're going to be
everything that I heard.
Netflix is going to be like, that's going to be a no for me, brother, from here on out. With Hogan.
Everybody was very uptight backstage, from what I heard, because the Netflix people were there. I'll say this much: Macaulay Culkin is a huge professional wrestling fan. I mean, huge.
Oh yeah.
Please do something with him. Please. The fact that he got the pop that he did and everybody else was just like, yay, oh, yeah.
I like the girl from Boy Meets World. That was,
Topanga.
Yeah. She got a...
Hello, Topanga.
No, I'm not going to say it's the same pop, but she got a big one too.
What's up, Topanga? That's one of my crushes from back in the day.
Make sure you got his @ down below for that one as well.
Love me some Topanga.
Yeah, I mean, the stars were in there for sure, without a doubt. Let's see, what else were we getting to? Overall presentation was nice. The building they were in was awesome.
Production was phenomenal.
Yeah,
Production was phenomenal. Graphics were phenomenal. I mean, we really haven't talked about the elephant in the room.
What was it?
Boo.
Yeah, let's talk Hogan.
You deserve every single bit of what is happening to you right now, dude. Every bit.
Yeah. I mean...
And you want to sit there and talk about, you wish kayfabe was still a thing. Without it not being a thing, that doesn't happen.
I suppose so.
Because now everybody knows what kind of big a-hole he really truly is. Yeah. And the fact that you went into Los Angeles, which is a very liberal state. Yeah, I'm going to get a little political here. And you were at the Republican National Convention hoeing for your boy, Donald Trump. If you didn't think you were going to get booed, you're an idiot.
But that's also the thing I'll point out that Taker's a known conservative to some degree. He didn't get booed. Hogan did get booed. I think it was more of the fact that they were just on the side that he's just a racist.
That too.
Documented racist.
I think it was the plethora of everything.
Probably.
They're over it.
Yeah.
They don't want to see him anymore. He's a known racist.
Yeah, that was go home heat at its finest.
Yeah.
He did. He's plugging his beer, plugging Netflix.
Oh, and Stone Cold sitting at home going, you son of a...
Yeah, that could have been his spot for sure. I mean, he was doing everything he could. He was name-dropping Andre. That still got booed.
Macho Man got a little bit of a...
Yeah.
And
I do see those posts now. It's just like, it's a shame that Macho Man isn't around to see that he's the most beloved person from that era now. He's not. I don't think they're wrong. I don't think so.
I go Andre still.
Andre, I mean...
I love Andre.
I think the real ones love Ricky Steamboat. I'm sure they always got a soft spot. For
Ricky can still go too.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's the crazy part. Yeah. Overall, that's pretty. Yeah, the Hogan appearance. I think if that was truly what. Why were you there? No need to be there. You're wasting everyone's time.
It was so bad that they aren't ever. I don't think they'll use him on a live event again.
No.
They'll use him for maybe.
Do you pull him for Saturday night's main event?
He's going to have to do advertisement.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it's also the point where you clearly see he's not going to be able to get down to the ring. Like they only put him there.
His hips are
he's
horrible.
He's done. Like he's not getting in there and doing the boot. And he's not going to drop the leg drop. It's not happening. Like he is in pain. Like so that's why at the top of the stage, Jimmy Hart was looking good. 80-year-old Jimmy.
Jimmy looked good. Jimmy might want to, maybe
stray away.
Heart Foundation instead.
Yeah.
Maybe bring Buddhist the Barber Beefcake back.
Maybe that could
Greg the Hammer Valentine was there.
Yeah, that's true.
Should have been right
that's
beside
true.
him there.
Are we missing anything from there?
No. Listen. I think overall very well done. Yeah, you
couple things get scrapped.
Yeah, you knew it was going to happen in a
But they don't have any time limitations now. They've said it could be as short as
3. Well, from everything that I've heard from Triple H, his sweet spot that he wants to be in is about 2.5 hours.
Okay.
He thinks 2 doesn't give you enough time to give the product its just desserts. 3 is too long because people start fading.
Yeah.
He says that sweet spot's right around 2.5 hours, and
Yeah.
he said that's what they're going to shoot for.
Okay, that would be nice. That'd be nice for sure.
No,
No VPNs over here. I don't know how that works. That sounds scary.
if there's more matches, yes.
Yeah.
That was my biggest disappointment out of that whole thing. Those big matches could have been solid 20-minute matches, and you could have had more things going on in that first episode. And I get you wanted. I'm sure The Rock ran over because he always runs over. They didn't anticipate Hogan getting booed the way he got booed, so I'm sure that took a little longer than was suspected. So I'm sure there were some things.
So Penta's debut is expected. The street fight between Finn Balor and Damian Priest, Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser, and then the women's IC title.
Do you got a prediction for
Lyra
that
Valkyrie
one?
and Dakota Kai for the IC title.
Yeah.
Probably go Dakota, right?
I'm leaning Dakota. Leaning Dakota.
You gotta have a recognizable name, and while I might be on the outside just because I haven't seen anything that Lyra Valkyrie has put together, but the bigger name is Dakota Kai.
She's solid. I think she needs about another year to 2 years.
Yeah.
Of stuff.
Again, you get in that realm of just like you got to make the title, at least at the beginning, put valuable names on there because then they will make it worthwhile as well. Beyond the rest, beyond the
we've got another
celebrities.
thing that we need to talk about that happened on SmackDown.
Okay, go ahead. Oh yeah.
It's Tiffy time, baby. Oh,
It's the end of today's episode.
what a swerve!
I'd like to thank you all for watching.
What a swerve!
Nia's still the champ.
Can I just say this? Can I just say this? Holy crap, Bianca Belair. A KOD to Nia Jax. That was impressive as hell. Impressive as hell.
I'm upset.
Naomi and Nia, they had a fantastic match. Seeing that actually the third time, that was like the best one they did.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't because Nia lost.
Nia didn't lose. She lost afterwards.
She lost. She lost the title.
It's Tiffy time, baby.
It's worse. Tiffy time's worse than daylight savings.
Wow. Why are you not a Tiffy fan?
Because she beat
Oh.
Nia.
She beat your girl.
She could have beat anybody else.
Ludwig's a lucky guy,
Yeah.
Frankie says.
Hey, he's not wrong. Yeah, true that.
That being said, I mean, moving forward, do you feel like? Because I've heard that she's not going to be a babyface. I heard they're going to kind of keep her in the middle.
Nia or Tiffy.
Tiffy, she's listed as a heel.
Okay.
So how do you turn that into being a heel when you get that kind of pop for winning?
She's gonna have to do something devastating, and if someone returns, she's gonna have to beat the tar out of her.
She beats the tar out of Jade Cargill.
Do something like that, yeah. If Charlotte
By the
came
way,
back,
that storyline needs to get a payoff like yesterday.
yeah, no idea who's attacking her.
It's got to be Naomi.
No one really.
It's
seems to
got to be
care.
Naomi.
I suppose so. They went. They didn't they show the women's tag team champions in the crowd. They
Yeah.
had a lot. They had a lot of those spots too, where it's like, oh, the celebrities, and then a couple of wrestlers, a couple of WWE superstars. You're like, oh, okay, that's just some extra filler. They went to Nakamura. They messed up that one. They were panning to
By
X-Pac.
the way, Shinsuke Nakamura is becoming a thing for me now. His new entrance is so badass. So badass. I'll also say this, and we'll just leave it in the atmosphere. I think I kind of forgot where. There are a lot of rumored people coming back for the Rumble.
Yeah, I think so.
This could be huge with surprise entrance.
Who's? Yeah, never mind. I'll bring it up in the commercial break maybe. But yeah, there's a lot of people probably expecting.
Oh,
to be
by
there.
the way, if you don't think Trick Williams is showing up for the Royal Rumble and that's going to be his main event roster call up,
oh,
you got another thing coming.
yeah. My last thing for sure is how about Bill Simmons fighting for his life as Nikki Bella's doing a little dance, doing a little strut right in front of him. Just doing everything in his power not to look while he's with his kids.
Yeah.
Good job, attaboy, Bill.
And I'm like,
you don't want a Joy Taylor situation.
I thought it was interesting that Nikki was there. I hadn't heard that they had signed a Legends deal or anything. I thought they were trying to. Well, I mean, you get a divorce, got to make some money somehow. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. I mean that John Laurinaitis is on the outs too, so you don't have to deal with former father-in-law.
Very true.
Or not father-in-law, just stepdad.
Right.
Excuse me. But overall, I mean, the report that I saw from Variety, 4.9 million views as the live stream was happening for Raw. That's awesome. Across, the globe. That's pretty crazy. So that's pretty cool. Overall, it overtakes Squid Games as the #1 show.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm burying it. I'm not.
You're gonna bury it.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm no selling that one hardcore.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's great.
Pretty solid.
Squid Games season 2 was better, but yay.
We'll see how the acting is in both. Quickly over to Rock on NXT, not just Rock on Raw.
What the hell?
More goosebumps being throughout, but more of a more potty mouth action there than it was on Raw. Tons of F-bombs. I thought that was the internet ran wild with that one. Kind of a more of like a saying a bunch of nothing type deal, I'm sure. It kind of talks to Ethan Page in the back and then puts over Ava.
Smacks Ethan Page's ass.
Yeah, that was
A little awkward, sir.
yeah, that was a little much.
Awkward.
I don't know how I feel about that if I'm Ethan. That's kind of takes a little bit of the wind out of your sail if I'm trying to be taken
Especially
seriously.
when he's what do you say? Go get him, big boy, or
something like that. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
that's what it-
Get your sweet ass out of here.
What are you doing, Rock?
He's having fun. He's not. He's drunk off the tequila. Cause that's also the thing. What's up with the drinking and the driving? You're just gonna dap up Cody, completely ditch that storyline, drink your tequila, and then let's hop in this car. Give that man some keys.
I'm telling you right, and I think that's the problem that the fans are having right now. You build up a great story going into WrestleMania 41. And then you come back and you just kill it.
Yeah, with the rumor being that no Rock, no Cody no Rock versus Cody come Mania.
At 41. Or I'm sorry, it was 40. WrestleMania 40 that all that happened.
Yes.
But yeah, you just kill that and you go, I can tell a story whenever I want to tell a story kind of thing. And I'll take you on a ride. Dude, don't let your fat head oversell. Because I'm telling you right now, Red 1 was not the one.
No, it was not. Yeah.
Was not the one.
When I hear my mom ended up watching it because she was just making cookies during the holiday season. She threw it on just to have something on. She just goes, meh. And she likes everything. So don't. When it's tough critic. So that's a tough one.
Not good.
Overall, that's a
the
tough one.
Obafemi era has arrived. That's all I'm going to say. If he doesn't have a run as NXT champion, like a significant run, he can carry NXT into that next stratosphere. He is that kind of dude.
I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Everything you hear about him is just to the moon.
I mean, the funny thing was, the rumors and the whispers that I was hearing was that he was going to job the Trick because they wanted Oba on the main roster more than they wanted Trick on the main roster.
No, I was kind of going back and forth. They're going to take both eventually. So.
Oh, yeah. Obafemi's going to show up, and he's going to be the next Bobby Lashley. /Omos.
Exactly right. We have anything else Raw, SmackDown, WWE wise? Maybe anything for SmackDown tonight? I can't think of it off the top of the dome.
SmackDown tonight will be interesting. I want to see if they keep rolling with the momentum that they've got, right? A lot of things that I've heard is that it's going to go back to the old school way of what it was. They're pushing all the big-time guys over to Netflix, and then SmackDown's going to have more of the workhorses and the developmental guys. So SmackDown might become a show where you see better wrestling.
Okay, yeah, that could be the case for sure. Any quick thought on just some titles being changed? I noticed. Well, the tag titles, the men's tag titles, have changed 4 times in this past couple months, which is
War Raiders are going to have a run with it.
Yeah,
I think.
Do you like their new biker look? I think I like it.
I think Triple H is really trying to be kind of your authentic self, but dialed up.
Yeah.
Yes, they're War Raiders, and I love the fact that they keep yelling "Raw is war" when they come out, and I'm like, oh yeah. But I think
they don't have like a Sons of Anarchy type.
I like the feel. Like
a Sons of Anarchy slogan that they can rip off.
I think
of.
Sarah Logan should come back as herself.
Yeah.
Once baby number 2, and she works through all that, or maybe just stays away, and that's fine too. Sarah, do you?
Yeah, exactly right.
But the fact that Michael Cole got up and yeeted on the desk is weird and crazy and funny. Because pause. To me, that doesn't happen 5 years ago.
No.
Not even close.
Probably not even a couple years ago. Just because,
I think
he's been very loose.
And it's because Triple H is letting him be himself.
Yeah.
Point blank, end of story.
Exactly right.
But I will say this. I think it's time to get some fresh blood into Joe Tessitore. I'm completely satisfied with. He's gotten better and better and better each and every week. I have no complaints when it comes to that. I think you need someone to replace Cole. Now, is that Corey? I think Corey's a better color guy than he is.
Yeah, Corey Graves has been moving around. His future is not up in the air, but I saw something about they might be. Yeah.
What are you talking about? He's the best color guy they have.
I know.
Bar none. I don't care if you think Pat's great.
He is.
Pat's great, but Pat's Pat. He's going to try to outshine who. Corey doesn't.
He's got like that Jack Black energy.
Corey does color better than anybody. Anybody in the business right now.
Oh, yeah.
Wade Barrett's solid.
Wade Barrett.
But those three should be on SmackDown. That's what it should be. It should be you give Tessitore another person there to give him a little more comfort.
Yeah.
With Corey and Wade, I'm cool with that.
That's
a
pretty
3-man
solid.
crew there, I'm good with.
Yeah, that's a nice 3-man weave for sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, if we're all set there on the WWE side of things, we'll be looking forward to Raw next week on Netflix. Good for that was funny by Brian Meltzer. Put up the Raw viewers 0, and then just because on cable network viewers, but just good fun jokes. But overall, pretty solid. Like I said, we'll talk about Raw next week. We'll talk about maybe from anything from Friday Night SmackDown from tonight. But we got AEW to talk about, and by God, it's Kenny Omega. No need to tease there. We're talking about Kenny and a ton more right when we come back here on Bad Karma Wrestling.
Hey, watch your mouth. Why? I'll just put a quarter in the swear jar. Once it's filled, we get a Coors party after work. I've been drinking Coors since my college days. The cold draft taste is second to none. Yeah, worth the recorder, am I right? You know it, mother.
Hey, you get those reports done?
Yeah. No. You, sir. Attention, employees.
staff meeting, scheduled for this evening, will now be held tomorrow early as
Who's all? Dudes, we're only 75 cents short. Oh, shh. Boss. Hey, sir, go yourself. You're fired!
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah.
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.
And we're back. And so is Kenny Omega. We're talking
BT Dub. Oh no,
B-
BK Dub.
BK Dub.
My bad.
Oh.
They're too close, man.
I know
They're
they
too
are.
Close.
It's
But it's okay.
I know. It's all right. We always get a mulligan at the beginning of the year. That's okay. We got AEW to talk about. Kenny is back. We're back. No gimmicks, Nick Johnston. Double D David Dykstra ready to roll. Nice little promo coming out of there. Nothing too crazy to get everyone just pumped to see.
I like that he
was
went
back.
sincere with it.
Yeah, absolutely. After an amazing match that was told at Wrestle Dynasty between him and Gabe Kidd. Honestly, Tony, just from here on out, not just from me, from the wrestling community, all we want to see is Kenny. Just give us Kenny in any sort of way.
I
Again,
guess
Kenny are all ready next week, so I'm happy.
I'm guessing that they're picking up the Don Callis feud
Yeah.
back up with him and Ospreay taking on the Don Callis family.
That could be the case, because that's how Dynamite ends, with Ospreay and Kenny Omega looking at each other, glancing like maybe our enemy is we're friends until we got to deal with this.
There were quite a few little Ospreay nuggets in that episode
Oh,
that
yeah.
were very interesting.
Yeah,
that
because
we
he was
need to
talking
get
to Buddy Matthews in the beginning of the night of the day. We have that later on in our rundown.
Does he join the
Stop it! Don't get me going.
Yeah.
We still got to talk about Kenny. Next week, you're gonna have Brian Cage versus Omega. I think that's a nice little starter. Brian Cage, he's not the most exciting, obviously, but he's not gonna do anything that's gonna.
Brian Cage to me is one of the biggest disappointments in AEW ever.
Yeah, they have potential for sure.
When he came in, I was like, all right, I want to see like Lucha Underground Brian Cage, where he was flying all over the place, doing things like that as a big man, and I don't think he can anymore. I think he's torn too many hammies, too many quads, and now it's just I'm going to brute force
I think
this.
they've been very safe with him, and I think he wants to do that as well, because he not to be sound insulting, he just wants the consistent paycheck. He wants to be able to get in there and get out.
He does have a family now.
Exactly right. He doesn't want to mess around and do something crazy, and he's been there for a long time, which is nice, and he's been able to. He just had a little ROH TV title run, which for whatever it's worth, he still had a title run.
But to job it to Commander,
Did he get pinned?
he lost to Commander.
Yeah, he lost it at the show. Yeah,
So
the final battle. Yeah,
Commander though, come on.
see. We'll see what the direction there is.
Drop it to the Dem Boys or something, or drop it to I don't know.
Mark wasn't even in the match.
I know, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, drop it to a guy that can run with
Yeah.
it.
I'm trying to think in that match. It was like Blake Christian. There wasn't really.
Yeah, well, it was a
wasn't
bunch
a ton
of
of people that were worth dropping it to.
I get you. I understand.
But overall, yeah.
Hey, drop it to Beast Mortos.
Oh, give me the beast. That's like picking your favorite child.
Well,
My
that's
goodness.
easy. That's the 5-year-old. Just kidding, kids.
Give me Naya. But the just because you can't, I haven't seen what's under the mask for the beast, so I can't tell. Overall, yeah, Kenny's back. I'm excited. We already at World's End, we got a little bit of a tease where at a certain point, at some time and place, it was Okada, Omega, and Ospreay.
We really haven't talked about World's End. How did you feel about that?
A lot of wrestling, a lot of solid matches. I'll be honest, my focus was on it for sure, but within the actual place that I was watching it at, I was with friends that I hadn't seen it in forever, so I was yakking it up a ton. And then we're also doing like a gift exchange, so we were kind of just opening presents and stuff like that.
My biggest disappointment out of that whole thing was the non-heel turn for United Kingdom or Undisputed Kingdom.
Yeah, that was a little confusing, a little damper there.
But if they're gonna go this route and just Undisputed Kingdom all over the place,
that's kind of
let's go.
That's what I was thinking. If they're gonna, and you kind of saw a little bit of that on Dynamite, where they were having that 10-pack match where everyone was just coming
The
in.
Casino Royale.
Yeah, okay, yeah, they were just having their Casino Royale. You kind of saw, Kyle O'Reilly with Roderick Strong and Adam Cole having their little spot with Will Hobbs, and we haven't seen that since NXT days, really. So
By the
it's
way,
nice to see that.
need to talk about that push for Hobbs.
Yeah, big time push for Hobbs. I like it. You got a lot of potential with that kid.
Meat.
You
I
had
got the shirt on,
You
too,
had the
right
meat
now.
chants on. The meat chants were there throughout the night.
I'll
so
say
that's pretty
this
solid.
much. His match with Kushida,
Yeah,
way better than I thought it was going to be.
yeah.
And that's from a Hobbs standpoint. Played to the knee, kept the kayfabe going with the knee. Very impressed with Hobbs there, and that may have earned him the right to win that Casino Battle Royale.
I like this. Short and sweet was his promo right at the end. Just like, hey,
And then he comes out to save
yes, to save Cope.
FTR and Cope.
Just Cope.
Yeah.
I like that. Like I was saying right before we went on, I like that he's not hitting you over the head with it. He's still Adam Copeland, a.k.a. Cope. Like,
I love the
that's
fact that he
other-
called Moxley boy or kid.
Yeah, that was good.
I love that.
Yeah, that was good.
I was like, hell yeah, let's go.
And he's exactly right.
Just no cage matches, dude.
Yeah. We were talking about the graphics both in the WWE side. I really there was one that we really liked. What was the WWE one we were talking about earlier?
Oh, I can't remember.
Because I was only bringing that up because I really liked the rated FTR poster that they had with him and the Death Riders. I thought whoever popped that on their AEW account, I thought it would just would look really, really nice. Overall they've been killing it on both sides for sure. Yeah, World's End. Yeah, just the biggest pop for sure was Kenny back. That was the biggest thing without a doubt.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
And then Okada winning the Continental Classic, everyone's all up in arms. You're like, well, what was all that for if the same guy is just going to retain the Continental Classic?
He wins his 5th tournament.
Yeah, that's also the thing.
That's the whole reason it happened.
Yeah, where tournament style Okada is different than every other Okada and every other person on the planet. So we sat here and kind of poo-pooed all over Ricochet. I was just gonna get to that. Thank you.
I like it.
Yeah. You like the crazy look when he's just out of context, just covered in blood.
Crazy look.
Got glasses on.
And then, whose house? Aha! And I went, oh, hell no.
Oh, yeah.
Comes out to that, I was like, it's my house, bitch.
This
I went, yeah.
This is building up really nice for a Swerve Strickland versus Ricochet match. This is going to be amazing.
Oh, that was so. Are they going to have a golden scissors on a ladder match?
I don't know about anything like that, but that was pretty good. Getting the scissors, just stabbing him in the head.
That was. And he looks like a psychopath.
Yes.
He looked like a psychopath, all in his nice suit.
Yeah.
With his glasses on, and then just goes ham.
That was like Dexter or Barry or something like that. That was definitely straight.
It was American Psycho.
American Psycho, Christian Bale.
Yeah, it was American Psycho.
Yeah, overall, yeah.
We apologize, AEW, for doubting you.
From going from the toilet paper to this look is really, that's exactly right. We're thinking that, like, hey, hold. He might be doing something that's just making fun of his old character. Glad it played out like it did. So far so good. I'm glad what Ricochet is working with. Work on the promo skills. We'll get there.
With the character that he's building right now,
doesn't need that. Yeah.
I don't think less is more.
Yeah, exactly right. Just quickly kind of panning back to Wrestle Dynasty and a couple more things there. From what I was gathering and reading, Wrestle Dynasty wasn't really allowed to be advertised on the AEW side of things because of conflicting streaming services and everything like that. So it's a pain that is that way. Do you see that as a problem going down the line, or doesn't matter?
It doesn't really. I mean, they can. Yeah, you can't really promote it, but your wrestlers can still bring it up and things like that. I'll tell you the winner out of Wrestle Dynasty for me. Gabe Kidd, damn.
Gabe Kidd, I think he's my age, and he's 27 years old. People were giving him flack or giving TK flack. They're like, oh, how do you have this guy on all your pre-shows? It's just, well, you haven't really had the time to shine like that. And, I mean, who
Kenny
exactly
saw
that?
it. If Kenny chose him for his comeback match, Kenny saw it.
Yeah. And the only other big spot really before that with Gabe Kidd was when he took that chair shot in that it was like a Bullet Club versus the big faction in New Japan, and they were all in that cage match. So again, it's not like a huge miss by TK or AEW or really WWE in that sense. It's just good on Kenny for finding Gabe Kidd and having a great match. So and then again, some people were also like, oh, can't really advertise it, so how are you going to sit there and explain what happened? You can still show a package afterward. Yeah. And just don't sit there and say, hey, the replay is available on payperview.com or whatever it was.
New Japan?
Yeah, I'm sure it was through New Japan.
You could do New Japan.
Exactly right. But yeah, overall, I mean, when a Hiroshi Tanahashi sits there and cries real tears, genuine tears after watching Kenny and Gabe Kidd happen, that's amazing to see. So.
I think Tanahashi trained Kidd as well, so I think it was seeing all that work that they've put into him finally starting to pay off.
Yeah, to have another 5-star match.
Would not be surprised if he gets a hard run in New Japan.
I wouldn't doubt it. And we're just before that, Gabe Kidd had made a half shoot, half work promo talking about TK's like, I don't want to be TK's new toy. Yeah. I think we already talked about that before, but yeah, just stuff like that. It's little things like that to get your name out there, get it on the map, and then have when push comes to shove, you have an amazing banger. So yeah, good on him. Good on Wrestle Dynasty. That's still one of my personal goals as a wrestling fan, to go to the Tokyo Dome and watch a wrestling match.
Let's go.
That'd be the only reason I go ahead and go get a passport.
Let's go.
Quickly staying on Wrestle Dynasty, the English commentator, Chris Charlton,
you're an idiot,
found himself in some hot water, currently suspended by New Japan for trying to basically bury TK.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. I have what from Wrestle Inc. that I'm reporting that I'm reading from the article, but they have the quotes here. Here it is. Clarified hiatus. I'm sorry. This is the part that I wanted to actually bring up. Yeah, Charlton referred to AEW president Tony Khan as a money mark and also claimed former New Japan Pro Wrestling talent like Omega, Ospreay, Jay White, and Kazuchika Okada accomplishments in AEW were less than in comparison to New Japan, even taking issue with the Continental Classic, a tournament modeled on New Japan's G1 Classic. So,
shamelessly steal always. Every wrestling company does it. What's the casino battle royale? The Royal Rumble.
yeah. Well, the Rampage Rumble was the Royal Rumble, kind of.
I mean,
Well, we got Blood and Guts is War Games. War Games is Blood and Guts. War Games is from WCW.
yeah.
I mean, it all works upon itself. But what people were more mad at Tony Khan, who doesn't have a say in that he was suspended by New Japan. Where in Japan, again, different customs, different country. If you talk bad about your employer or anybody involved in that, you can get suspended. It is a fireable offense to do so.
Tanahashi's the president of New Japan right now. Right?
Yeah, yes.
Do you really think he wants to badmouth a guy that owns a company that gives his wrestlers global appearance? Hello, Forbidden Door is pretty much New Japan versus AEW most of the time.
Exactly right.
Like, you really want to screw that up?
You don't want to burn bridges. You don't want to make any nasty parts there. So, again, it goes from like, sure, is it not outrageous, but it's like, maybe it's a little bit much depending on how long the suspension is. But again, I didn't know what. Sit there and tell me who Chris Charlton was before this. Yeah, no one who's really gonna care. True.
What happened to Kevin Kennedy?
Wasn't he the
Used
one that
to do the
also-
ROH and just
There was who was the guy that was having the trouble with Ian Riccaboni?
it might have been Kevin Kennedy. Yeah.
I think that's what the
Okay.
problem was.
Why wasn't Riccaboni doing it?
Because he's replacing Shivani, I believe. Shivani's might be on. I hope he's on his way out. He doesn't bring anything.
Don't poo on Shivani. He's a
Every
legend.
time Excalibur has something going with McGuinness, here's Shivani like, here, okay, you guys got a point. Let me derail that entirely and say something ridiculous. So, I don't know. He's saying these guys need to shower. They smell.
Okay.
They probably do.
All right.
Just no need.
Opinions are what they are.
Yeah. Two more here really quickly in AEW land. Malachi Black reporting to be finishing up his AEW contract. I want to talk about his AEW run, but the big question obviously is what number is he going to be in the Rumble?
13. 13.
Yeah.
And if that music hits and he gets that entrance that
he's going to get the rise from the it's going to be a humongous pop.
It will be maybe the biggest pop of the night.
Aleister Black coming back will be the case there. What do we think?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
100%. He
back,
never wanted to leave WWE. The only reason he left is because Vince never saw him as a star. He is the epitome of a Triple H guy.
Yes.
Triple H loves him.
Yeah, he put him over hardcore in NXT, so. And that would be pretty nice to see Aleister and actually maybe do something with Andrade. I don't know.
Hey, I'm just gonna put it out there. Aleister Black, Damian Priest faction would be unbelievable.
Man, this guy's just addicted to factions.
I love me some faction.
Not you, Aleister would be in that sense too.
But once again, are they done with the Judgment Day yet? No. Ooh. Aleister Black is the new leader of Judgment Day.
Move over Liv.
Move over Liv, move over Finn.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that either. Listen, if he wants to go on his own and do his own thing.
Makeshift Bullet Club if they want
listen,
to.
if Malachi Black wants to do a tag team with Damian Priest, I'm cool with that. But if he wants to do a singles run,
him just be a
let's
solo
go.
run.
Let's go.
Be the emo goth that you are. Just be by yourself. Finally, in AEW land, the Von Erichs are back. The dynasty continues. Marshall and Ross Von Erich officially signed with AEW.
They have they've paid their dues.
Yes. Yes, they have.
I believe a good solid run in ROH where maybe they win the tag titles from Dustin and Sammy would be solid. Let Sammy.
That would be good.
Here's what I will say.
Bunkhouse match?
Bunkhouse match would be great. This is what you do. You give them the titles in ROH. Let them build a little more. Move Dusty and Sammy to main AEW
We need
roster.
to go back to that. We need to go back to Sammy on the main roster.
Screw Mercedes Moné. This is all
4
bull
belts
crap.
Mercedes. 4 belts Monet.
4 belts. Yeah, who'd you win those belts off of? Nobody.
Complete side note. I'm kind of who cares about Mercedes. Watching back the AEW Day 1 Dynamites and those AEW, the special programs, their pay-per-views. You see the difference in the talent that was there, who was doing commentary, how it was presented, who were the guys at that time, and I'm just sitting there like they were hardcore building up for Sammy. And just the fact that he's just not there right now is kind of.
He keeps getting injured. Is part
It
of
was
the problem.
it was the injuries. It was some immature spots for sure. Time away to take care of the kiddo.
I've got another one I need to talk to you about.
Sure.
Tony Storm losing the triple threat match for the #1 spot in their casino battle royale, and then
You can't just book rookies.
the promo that she cuts afterward saying that she's not there yet. She needs to prove herself more.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Just give her all the acting awards. Give her a Golden Globe. Give her an Emmy.
AEW better sign her to an extension very quickly.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, Triple H will jump all over it, and she will start her career off in WWE again as Timeless Tony Storm.
I would think that hopefully Tony does realize that. Both Tonys, Tony Khan and Tony Storm, realize that the potential there. But I would think with Tony Storm or Tony Khan, now there's too many Tonys. Tony. Tony Khan probably realizes that's going to be his face for the Australian market. I would think.
Oh, 100%.
So
That's their
sign her as many, but be like, here you go. Here's a blank check, and how many blank years you want on here. Go ahead. We'll figure that out later.
She, what's her name? Still done absolutely nothing with that belt.
Oh,
Mariah May.
yeah, Mariah May.
Still has done. I will burn you in hell.
It's a
Bob.
tough follow.
It's
It's a tough follow. I'll give her that. But you are exactly right. She has done really nothing to put me back in there and to wow. So, yeah. Overall, anything else from Dynamite Collision? I got to actually get rid of the Rampage part that we have on here. R.I.P. Rampage. I'll do that right now.
Are we going to see a Cope FTR trios run?
Yeah, possibly. If so, I'm okay
I would like
with
to
it.
see. I would like to see them win the trios title.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That way, they're all veterans. They're all kind of banged up. Takes less off of them.
Exactly right.
know?
That's where I was gonna end up going with that one too. So you're obviously
I kinda
a little
like
bit
that.
older. Dax, I feel like, is dealing with an injury with his back. And
Dax
his
is
knees.
dealing with knees, back.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and
Yeah.
toes. Obviously Copeland coming off of falling from the top of the cage. I wouldn't even call it jumping. I would just he fell.
That's on you, Cope.
Yeah. So that's
I
a tough
can't-
one.
I can't. Here's another question.
Okay. Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Because I know she's not WWE anymore. Phoenix shows up in AEW to take care of Maria Shariva.
Who's
The Death Riders?
Phoenix?
Beth.
Oh.
As their female counterpart.
Wow. Yeah, maybe for a quick.
She posted
For a
on
quickie.
Instagram. She's ripped right now. I mean, 6-pack ripped. I went, oh, she's either getting ready for something or she just went full on health nut with her hubby. Because Cope came back ripped
Yeah,
again.
exactly right.
So just putting it out there into the ether, Death Riders have a female member.
A female counterpart, yeah.
Member. So, yeah.
That's a
Put it
nice.
out there.
Yeah. Throwing it up for a layup. So there we go. So, all that being said, when we return,
Scotty's World!
we're going to enter Scotty's World for the first time in 2025. When we come back here on BK Dub.
Throughout the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, Judy Finelli established herself as a masterful juggler and performer, making appearances everywhere from Carnegie Hall to Sesame Street. With her loving heart, she has brought warm smiles to children everywhere she has performed. She even started the San Francisco School for the Circus Arts, but shortly after, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and by 2004, she was completely paralyzed. In celebration of her accomplishments, and to fight the illness that had crippled Judy, a group of students from the San Francisco Clown College have compiled the perfect holiday present for those who want to laugh and to help those struggling with the illness. The goal has been set at $1 million raised, with 100% of any dollar made to be donated to the Judy Finelli Fund, which is helping find a cure to multiple sclerosis. Visit www.circuscenter.org to make a donation or to purchase a framed naked clown photo or the full Naked Clown 12-month calendar. Remember, 100% of every dollar is donated and goes to fighting MS.
Man, I'm so hungry. I need somewhere to eat fast. I have no idea where to go.
Psst. Hola, me llamo El Taco de Taco. You know where to go for the amazing taste that'll have you craving more? Taco Bell.
All right, can I get 20 tacos, please?
You got it.
Thanks, Taco.
De nada.
Good. That's it. Eat the tacos.
Taco Bell. Live más.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.
Scotty's World. We're back.
Scotty's World, yeah!
We're back. Karma Wrestling in the building. Oh boy. Scotty's World for the first time in 2025. Let's enter it. Let's go ahead and get to it. This is the On the Road, the Royal Rumble. We got a couple of questions here, and I got it right in front of me. So let's go ahead and do that. Royal Rumble happened in Indianapolis, where the Colts play. So Pat McAfee's he has a suite there, so that'll be cool. That'll be nice. That's right. Was not there in that last game. But let's see. Let's go ahead and hit these questions that Scotty's got right here. He's got a couple of them right here. Which runner-up would have been the better winner? What do you? Any Rumble ever?
Good God.
Anyone who lost early, strictly a runner-up, would they have had a better matchup at WrestleMania?
You're going to hate
Santino Marella.
See, I'm still waiting for them to do something like that. They have yet to do that in a Royal Rumble.
Like give a mid-card.
Just give a mid-card dude like that underdog mentality kind of thing where he has no shot to win the title, but yet he wins the Rumble somehow. They've yet to do that in the 30 years that they've been doing the Royal Rumble, 35 years maybe even. They have yet to. Santino was the closest.
Mm-hmm.
And you heard the pop that happened when he got up,
Yeah.
hit the Cobra, and was about to throw. Yeah, I'd go Santino. I would have much rather seen him than Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, that was tough.
Oh, wait,
I
they didn't
mean,
do that one. Alberto
Del Rio. Unbelievable.
Any of the Rumbles that Hogan won, I'm good with.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. I mean, I'm trying to remember.
He says any.
Any of the ones that Hogan won, I'm good with the runner-up.
I mean, just Cody Rhodes last year could have been Punk last year. The year before that, who did Rhodes eliminate?
Well, they had to. Gunther, yeah. It was a little too early for Gunther.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm trying to look up on the Wikipedia. It tells you the winner, does not tell you who they eliminated.
I mean, can you really call Asuka a winner when Ronda Rousey comes out after?
Yeah, that's tough.
That was Roman Reigns, sir. Or no! Dean Ambrose.
Here we go. I got the list right here. So Lesnar eliminated McIntyre in 2022. 21, Edge eliminated Randy Orton. When McIntyre won in 2020, he threw over Roman Reigns. Yeah, wow, that's a tough one. Rusev was the runner-up in 2015. That could have put him.
That was early for Rusev, though.
I suppose. When Cena won in 2013, it was Ryback.
No.
Yeah, 2011, Santino Marella. That's the one that obviously. Who won the 2011 one? Alberto Del Rio. That was the final. Yeah, obviously.
Alberto.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
No.
Obviously, a lot that they missed, like in the third. A lot of people that a lot of people like sometimes it gets down to they just pick the.
Would this be Cena's third Rumble win if he wins?
I'm seeing at least 2, so yeah, I would.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Vince McMahon come out and blow both his quads out again.
Oh my goodness.
That was fantastic. Did you know that was a missed spot?
When he came out?
No, when they fell out of the ring.
Oh, Batista and Cena? Yeah, that was legit, yeah.
That was a legit missed spot.
That's why he was genuinely that furious. He was so mad.
Good on John.
If they tried to do that again, they could never recreate that.
They
could never land. They landed at the exact
same time. It was for it to not be a spot. Crazy. I'll give you one that a lot of people will not like.
Sure.
British Bulldog over Shawn Michaels.
Oh, okay. I could see that. I could see that for sure.
And I'm the biggest Shawn Michaels guy of them all.
How about Brett and Lex Luger as co-winners in '94?
Can I say no to eat both of them?
Ooh, yeah, I guess so.
I'm not a big Bret Hart guy. And I think it comes out of a lot of the whole I deserve to be known as the greatest of all time kind of commentary that Bret says.
Now, from the new Bret?
Yeah.
You getting that feeling?
No.
Okay.
Go away, Bret.
Oh.
You were never HBK. You never will be HBK.
Damn.
You suck.
Oh, wow. He's thinking, David's
Sorry.
on the side. Bret screwed Bret. Unbelievable.
I've always been on the side of Bret screwed Bret.
So when Hogan won his 2, the runner-ups were Mr. Perfect.
See, why not?
And Earthquake. That was the
Okay,
second one.
I'll go Mr. Perfect over Hogan. Earthquake maybe not, but Mr. Perfect
that's
for
a tough
sure.
sell. That's a tough sell. Putting Earthquake in the main event versus I don't even know who would have been.
Probably
91.
Macho Man.
Yeah, maybe. That's the only last one I'll bring up. Probably it makes sense for the time and the storyline, but Yokozuna going over Randy Savage in '93.
Loved it.
Yeah. Okay.
Loved it. And the way that Macho Man got eliminated was even better.
Wasn't it?
He went to pin on him.
Oh yeah, and
he kicked out and threw him right out the ring.
Yeah, that was good.
Mr. Fuji.
Last and final question here. All right, this is it. That was just a little appetizer beforehand.
Real meat and taters.
The Royal Rumble betting odds per Sky Bet in the UK. Thoughts on the men's top 2 being John Cena and Seth Rollins?
I think Cena's going to be in the last 4. I'll put Cena in the last 4. I'll put Punk in the last 4. Drew, last 4.
Rowan.
I don't think crazy, and I think Roman's in a. I don't think Roman's in the Rumble.
You think he's gonna?
I think he's gonna have
solo Sikoa stuff.
He'll have a match of some sort.
Which that was like the only one we didn't really
by
talk
the
about.
way, yeah, we didn't get to this
Slow.
earlier. Not even that. No heel turn for Heyman.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with. 2, we need more bloodline guys.
We can't keep having the same interruptions every single time with that match.
Well, how long's Toa
It's just-
out?
Yeah, that's true. It's a ticking time. It's every time there's like, okay, well, who's gonna come in and interfere? Who's gonna mess this match up? Glad that it's whatever, Samoan rules. What's the tribal? Oh, thanks. Tribal combat. There's another one that they have though. What was the other? Bloodline rules. What's the difference?
I'm going to say this right now. Jacob Fatu better have a freaking singles title on him by the end of this year.
Jacob Fatu.
Heel turn or babyface turn?
I know Ric Flair wants one more match. Do you want Jacob Fatu versus Ric Flair?
Whoa, wait a minute. What?
Ric Flair wants one more match, I think.
Did you see how bad that match was?
Oh, yeah. It was awful.
It was not good.
So do you want to... So Ric Flair versus Braun Breaker or Ric Flair versus Jacob Fatu?
No! I do not want Ric Flair in the Royal Rumble.
No, don't need it. Don't want it.
I don't need this dude dying in the middle of the ring. I just don't.
And it is a very very marquee comment that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna say it anyways. The thing I noticed throughout of the 4 matches, 3 of them had a spot on the announce table spot where it's like, again, it's just do more, do something else. This is the big Raw on Netflix. You can't have a spot on the stage.
I will say
Kevin
Kevin Owens coming out was not. I did not have that on my bingo card.
No,
that was awesome.
That was good. And then the women's top 2 that they have.
I swear to God,
Charlotte Flair and Io Sky.
Charlotte needs to just do something else. Charlotte needs to be somewhere else. Mid card, upper middle contender, great. I'm okay with that. You want to put a title on Charlotte? Give her the IC or the US title. Give her a run there. Make her be a workhorse. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Io Sky.
What's her story, though?
Io's?
Is she then going after Rhea? Is that what you're setting up? Another
I wouldn't mind Io versus Tiff.
Yeah.
Io Tiff would be a banger.
And that is the thing with Tiffany. You get a blank slate. Anyone can create a storyline with her. So with
Io Tiff would be a smacking.
Which I would love, obviously, a revenge tour from Nia Jax, but we'll... Yeah. Keep it down back there.
I think Nia, she got her title run.
Yeah.
Now she goes back to being mid-card Nia.
I think so. And it might be on the the comedic side of things, and that's probably
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, to have this little cycle of
I'd be okay with that. I would be okay. I've said for
make her the tribal chief. Okay.
I've said for a year and a half that Naomi should be part of that.
Yeah, that's true. You did say that. Yeah.
You bring in a woman, absolutely 100%. You want to bring Nia into that? Because she is a beast.
That's the trend in Hollywood.
Hell yeah, let's go.
It's the trend in Hollywood. Strong female lead. That's what we need.
Let's go.
There you go.
I'm okay with that as well.
We got any more questions there, Scotto?
Hey, do you think there's someone that we're not thinking of that could make a run in the Rumble? Because I've got one.
Do we get another Logan Paul spot? Does Logan Paul become the Kofi Kingston of the Royal Rumble?
I swear to God, I hope not.
I really want.
Does
nothing to do
Kofi
with
get
him.
a spot?
Does Kofi?
By
get
the way,
a spot?
I'm predicting this right now. Kofi and Xavier come out back to back.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
cool.
E's music hits.
Oh wow, that'd be something.
No, E comes out there to eliminate both of them.
Okay.
She's dropping the belt. She's coming to WWE.
There we go. Yeah, to Tessa.
That's the surprising thing. Everybody was shocked that Tessa was back.
I know. She's not the fondest word to describe.
Maybe she's matured.
Yeah, that could be the case. I don't have that opinion. Everyone else
I think
in
she's
their
a hell
locker
of a
room
wrestler,
does.
personally.
Yeah, I
mean,
do too.
like, I have no issues outside the ring. I can't say because I'm not back there.
Yeah.
I've heard she's a diva, but it is what it is. You want to hear my surprise?
Go ahead.
Who I think is going to be in the final, at least in the final four, the women's? Alexa Bliss.
I did see the trend that she was trending on X the other day, so I'm sure.
Let's go.
I'm sure that could be the case.
And if she's part of the Wyatt Six, great. If she's not, I'm cool with that too.
I hope that
There's the person I'd like to see get a push.
Who?
Nikki.
I was just gonna say that. Damn it! Yeah, I was literally
Nikki
about
should
to,
get a push.
That was gonna be my. Hopefully probably not gonna win. Maybe goes deep, but has like a really good showcasing. Scares the hell out of a bunch of people. It'll get to some big key eliminations. That would be huge for Nikki. That'd be huge. And then
She
just
deserves it.
overall add something back to that. Just what's going on with with Uncle Howdy and the rest of that faction.
Woo. Malachi Black takes over the Wyatt Six.
Yeah.
Stop it!
Yeah.
It works.
Nah, I think you're working yourself into a shoot, brother.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm not really on that one.
He and Bray were
but
really tight.
That's
the
true.
only reason I say it.
That could be the case for sure. But overall, Rumble, road to the Rumble, road to WrestleMania has officially begun. Has anyone pointed? I don't think anyone's pointed the sign yet. CM Punk tried to a couple weeks ago, but
The
there was
invisible
no sign.
sign.
Yeah, the invisible sign was not up just yet. So we'll see. Hopefully that'll be the trend starting soon. I hope. Yeah, exactly.
It's a great promo too. It was a great promo.
Oh man.
You can say what you want, but it was a great promo. Listen, you and I have talked about this behind the scenes. I love the fact that Punk's having fun.
Yeah.
Running out in Madison Square Garden in a towel and a hairnet. It was or a shower cap. Hilarious. It's good stuff. He's, getting some of the boys over. I think he's having fun, which is most important. Oh, by the way,
I think it
you
is
want
important.
a great surprise entrant?
AJ Lee.
Oh my God, please. Oh my God, please. I'd be that might get the biggest pop of the night.
I got one that'll be on the opposite end. Brandy Rhodes comes out and just puts a damper on.
That's not even
everything.
funny, man.
Yeah, it is.
That's not even
And
funny.
again, watching those old Dynamites back again when they were just pushing
Brandy.
that was man,
Rough watch.
so awful.
Rough
they
watch.
They gave her like
No offense
6
to Brandy. You're a great
No,
woman.
all the offense to Brandy.
No, you're a
on my
great
end.
woman. You're a great woman.
She got a pop at WrestleMania 40.
I don't. What'd she do?
She came into the ring.
Oh,
Or no,
really?
she was at the entrance with Cody.
Oh, good. Glad she stayed there and then went right back.
Can I also say this? Cody, never wear that skull mask ever again. It looks awkward in anime.
I still like it. I think we've said this 1,000 times. Well, probably when he got the tattoo, but he's like, yeah, you have a chest tattoo on your neck and a neck tattoo on your chest. It's got the little dream tattoo. He messed that one up.
He straight up. I saw the interview. He goes, I didn't know it was gonna be that big.
Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna be that big. That's my bad, bud.
awesome.
But overall, anything else before we head on out
I'm
of here?
good, man. I'm good.
Yeah, we went long, but that's okay. We had a ton to get to. We haven't been here in some time. So for everyone here, Bad Karma Wrestling in the books. We'll catch you next week. Thanks for joining. We love you. We'll see you.
BK Dub, BK Dub, BK
Throughout the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, Judy Finelli established herself as a masterful juggler and performer, making appearances everywhere.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah!
With No Gimmick Nick Johnston.
It